number one, I believe you're only sick as your secrets. And I believe that it's a lot of secrets and things that take place in the military, and mental health is one of the biggest secrets.
There's an agreement when you join the military that you trust the American public and the people that they elect to use your life, because you're basically signing over your life. It's all about me trusting the people that were elected. And really, everybody's got a part in it, and they pretend like they don't. And I think that's a really tough thing for people, for soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, when they come back from overseas. It's like they trusted you, and now they trust you to take care of them and take care of their family.
From the family member perspective, there's a lot of fear and shame, to piggyback off what Reverend Ben was saying. And for the family members, you're afraid of making the active duty person look some kind of way. You don't want to make them look bad. You don't want to have a problem, because if you do have a problem, then it becomes a problem for the soldier, the airman, whatever it might be. And that message isn't that's not a myth. I mean, that was communicated to us. That was told to us. Like, you have to stay in line, basically. And I think especially with children and a little bit of older children in high school, there was a real fear of doing something. So those regular risk-taking kind of behaviors that people might want to go through, you're not doing it because you're afraid. And so I think that's not always thought about, is how much you have to hold it together, and you have to be okay, and you have to perpetuate this myth of I'm okay. There's not a lot of space for it's okay to not be okay.
When we think about how do we take care of such a diverse group of individuals, right? The thing we can center is understanding that military cultural competence and affirming, right? So folks don't have to come in and explain, right, what little terms mean, kind of what does it mean if I was, in Fallujah versus the Korangal Valley? How do I, just take some of that labor out, right? So that folks don't have to come in and at least explain those aspects of their experience. And then the other piece that we do in the clinic that I think is really important, at least for us as a team, is kind of looking at, we are a diverse group of individuals serving a diverse group of individuals. And so I think the other piece that I take, and I think the team really takes to heart, is making sure that our space is as equitable and just as possible. So, we're looking, we've actually been doing like a 2-year deep dive, and it's going to be long work. It's going to be forever work, but making sure that we're looking at, really important markers like pay equity, hiring, recruitment, training practices, right? How are we really making sure that our space is as safe as possible for our team members, because that's going to ripple out into the impacts that, how are those people then able to serve and be present and stand up for those that we're serving.
I did want to close with a quote from a very famous orator, or we want to call him the father of psychoanalytic, Dr. Sigmund Freud. He did say that nothing happens between the therapist and the patient besides the exchange of words. And that's because there is no surgeries, there's no invasive procedure. The only thing that you are invading is that person's thoughts and feelings. And that only happens with an exchange of words. And words were originally magic, they held power, and words have the power because they provoke thoughts and feelings, and action takes place after that. And I wanted people who are watching this to understand that there is power in discussion, there is purpose, and there is meaning in getting together with a diverse group of people, not just those who share similar thoughts and ideas to your own, but those who have different thoughts, feelings, and opinions than your own. It's always a good thing to hear someone else's perspective to provoke those thoughts. And I don't want anyone to depreciate the power of meaningful and purposeful discussion.